Okay, I would like to do a comparison between my iPhone XS Max, as you can see here, and my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, as you can see here. I will compare them size-wise and form-wise and design-wise in this video. So check this out. As you can see here, we have them compared, and as you can see, the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus is taller than the iPhone XS Max, but the iPhone XS Max is wider, as you can see, this much wider, and because of that, the iPhone XS Max doesn't have any bezels and so on, so the screen is much larger, a 6.5-inch display, and that makes this phone much easier to hold and work on in landscape mode. Because of the landscape mode on this, it's much more like a computer when you're working on this, for example video editing, typing and so on. And that's pretty nifty. We also have the weight on this, and that I can say that the iPhone XS Max is much heavier than the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, much heavier. So I don't know why though. I think maybe because it's have another material maybe, or larger battery or something. I don't know, but it's a lot heavier than the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. But as you can see here on the displays now, we have a comparison to do. We have the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. As you can see, it has bezels on the top and on the bottom. But the iPhone XS Max doesn't have that. They have a notch instead, as you can see. But personally, I think the notch is a lot better to have than bezels at the bottom and the top, because this notch doesn't bother me much. The notch, if you know what I mean, it's not in the way when you're working on it and so on. Not even in landscape mode when you hold it in landscape mode, because most of the apps I use has been fixed to support the notch. So when holding it in landscape mode or in portrait mode, the notch is not in the way of the content on the display. But both these phones are a lot better than for a couple of years ago. The build quality on phones nowadays, on high-end phones, are much better nowadays, and both these phones have very high build quality. But as you can see, I have dropped the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus a few times this summer, so it has a cracked glass on the back, sadly, both down there and up there, so that's a bit bad. But I have bought a silicone case for this, so I will probably save it now from falling out of my pocket. And I have ordered a leather case, Apple's original leather case for this one, so I will use that when I'm away, for example on adventures and hotels and other visits. So outside my home I will use a case on this, but at home I will not use a case because I love to use phones without cases. So this was a short comparison between these two, but the most obvious is that the Samsung Galaxy S8 is taller than the XS Max, but not as heavy as the XS Max. Okay, bye!